Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Enjoy English School. I'm Bruce.
I'm Antony.
Today is also a Business English Day. We started a long dialogue yesterday, and we have a long dialogue again today with the same people. We have Jason, a new business member in a company, and Nina, who has been there a long time, but they're friends, and when we left them yesterday, they were going to go out and do some research about an annual company outing.
没错，在这边的话呢，我们再继续提供一下我们昨天所提到的一些那个内容。我们呢其实有两个人，一个是 Nina， 一个是 Jason。然后他们两个人呢 ，Jason 比较菜，可是他要负责我们这个公司的这个年度旅游计划。然后 Nina 来帮他们现在呢收集的资料，准备呢来一起讨论。我们赶快来看看他们今天的内容吧。
Well, if you remember, Jason and Nina were going to go on their own ways to do some research or planning about where they might go. Then they were coming back together to discuss what they found. And that's where we are at the beginning of today's continuing article, Day 2. Nina starts asking Jason, "Did you find any good places in the mountains?" Remember yesterday they talked about going to the beach? We did that yesterday. Well, let's go overseas or on a cruise. Too expensive. So, what did Nina find? Or she wants to know what Jason found and asks him, "Did you find any good places in the mountains?" Because she had suggested that the day before, that going to the mountains, especially in the summer, in Taiwan would be a good idea.
没错，所以在这里的话呢 ，Nina 就问到 Jason 说了 ，Did you find any good places in the mountains？ 毕竟昨天的时候我们提到说 ，Nina 最后的建议是要不要干脆在这个山中，我们来做一个登山之旅啊之类的，所以他就去问到说，你有没有找到一些山中我们可以去的好地方呢
？Jason then responds, "I found some great campsites.But they might be a bit tough to get to." Now, a campsite could actually be any place that is not in the middle of a city. It could be on a beach in the countryside. It could be on a farm in the countryside, in the woods, in the mountains. A campsite is where you are going to, we say, pitch your tents. That means put up. You don't build them really. You just put them up, these tents.And then you have your little campfire, which is always a lot of fun, and you sit around, sing songs, tell horror stories or things like that. Going camping in the mountains can be a lot of fun, but they can be a bit tough to get to. That means for some people who don't like to climb mountains, it's going to be hard work, and you might have to go in places that don't make people feel comfortable. There are snakes here.
没有错。所以这边的话呢，他提到的是说 campsite 指的是露营区。老师刚刚特别提到说，其实这露营区呢，不见得是在山中，它可以在任何地方，海滩边的露营区啦，或是 in the woods。老师刚刚特别讲 in the woods 就是指在森林里头的露营区，它都可以泛指不同的，只是就是一块地方 where you can pitch your tent。or put up your tent 就是帮你搭帐篷 pitch 的拼法是 P-I-T-C-H 当动词 pitch your tent 就是在这个地方搭帐篷的都可以叫做 campsite 所以在这边这句话就是说了I found some great campsites 我有找到一些不错的露营区我们可以去 but they might be a bit tough to get to 不过他们那个地方呢要到的话其实有点困难就是了
And Nina agrees, some people aren't in the best shape. And I don't think everyone wants to stay in a tent. Well, to be in good shape, much less the best shape, is not easy for some people. And this would be a problem for me, to be honest. If I'm going to go hiking in the mountains, I'm a person who types a lot on the computer, And when I take a break, I go to the refrigerator, and then I go back to my computer. I'm not in the best shape, and a lot of middle-aged or older people would have the same problem. Also, some people think staying in a tent, there are mosquitoes or bugs and maybe snakes will come into the tent. So it might not be a good idea for some people.
OK， 所以这边的话，老师刚刚前面有提到清痰呢，那是因为他想到说啊，体态这种东西，要赶快把肚子遮起来哦。对于只有听到我们声音没有看到影像的人来说呢，我要跟大家解释一下是发生这样的事情，非常非常好玩哦。他就说 ，Some people aren't in the best shape。这个地方 shape 就是指体态的意思，所以我们常常会讲到 stay in shape。Keep in shape 都是保持体态。那在这边的话，他就说了，有一些公司里面的同事呢，他也许体态不是特别保持得很好。And I don't think everyone wants to stay in a tent。也不是每个人都想住在帐篷里面嘛。老师刚刚呢就提到了说，哦，在帐篷里面的话会有 mosquitoes， 非常非常可怕的这些蚊子啦，或者是有的时候会有一些虫子啦，甚至有时候还会有蛇，所以不是每个人都喜欢住帐篷的。
Okay, mosquito, we all know that word. M-O-S-Q-U-I-T-O. M-O-S-Q-U-I-T-O. Mosquito.
在这个字呢，如果是复数的话，它可以加 s， 也可以加 es， 这两种我都看过。
Okay, let's go ahead here. Yeah, that's reasonable, says Jason. Maybe he hadn't thought of those situations where climbing up into mountains is hard work, maybe impossible for some people. And going out in nature sounds like a lot of fun, but some people have a hard time adjusting to it. But it's fair, it's reasonable, it's a suggestion which might be acceptable, at least to most people.
没错，在这边提到如果很合理啊，或者是说这样说来也对呀。老师刚才还提到了，除了这边的 that's reasonable 之外，还有 that's fair，that's acceptable。acceptable 就是 accept，A-C-C-E-P-T， 接受这个动词，再加上 able，A-B-L-E， 变成了 acceptable。意思就是指这是可以接受的。的确，有的人也许不是那么喜欢山上住帐篷的这种感觉。
Okay, Nina says, I found a nice mountain retreat with some small log cabins we could rent. Now, a retreat, as a noun, is a place to go to get away from the city, get out in nature, and it's well taken care of. You don't have to build anything. It will have, as she says, log cabins, so the little wooden houses with beds in them. So it's much more comfortable for most people. You have to rent, of course, but anytime you're going to take an annual trip, you're going to have to spend some money.
没错，在这边的话呢，老师刚刚提到说 get out in nature， 这边顺便跟大家提醒一下 ，nature 当大自然的时候不要加 the 不可以加的 get close to nature。Get out in nature， 但是都不会有 the， 好，这边要特别注意这件事情。所以呢，妮娜就讲说 ，I found a nice mountain retreat。好 ，retreat 就是一个很僻静的地方 ，with some small log cabins we could rent。我们在这边呢，也可以租一些小木屋哦，好，里面的话可能有床啊，很舒服的一个地方可以去住。
Okay, and I think she has pictures of this mountain retreat because Jason says that looks nice. He's looking at something. If she's just telling him, he would say that sounds nice. There's a difference there. That way, meaning if we choose to go to the mountain retreat, we could still arrange, we could organize, we could plan a campfire, and people will have warm beds to sleep in instead of a sleeping bag.
没错哈，老师刚刚提到这个 sleeping bags 就是指睡袋，所以很多时候你到山上去住啊，那住帐篷啦，一定是睡袋的嘛。可是睡袋其实不是那么舒服，对不对？所以这边他就说了 ，That looks nice， 好，看起来不错哎。 然后这边的话，我们可以想象说，他应该是看到了照片才会讲 That looks nice，而不是讲 That sounds nice。听起来不错，跟看起来不错，一定是有东西可以看。好了，他就继续说了 That way，这样一来的话 ，we could still arrange a campfire。那我们也可以弄一个这个萤火 ，and people will have warm beds to sleep in。好，大家也有床可以睡，很温暖的床铺可以睡觉，听起来是比较适合的做法。
Nina says, I was thinking the same thing. She realizes that the retreat is a better place for most people than if you're really going to go camping out in the wilds with a tent. Also, there's more. There are some nice trails. These are paths, P-A-T-H, S. There are paths or trails on the mountain, maybe in the woods, around the lake, if there's a lake there, and waterfalls. So I think there's a lake. If you have a waterfall, you're going to have at least a pool, maybe also a lake, near the cabins. People won't have to walk very far to enjoy looking at the waterfall. Or when I went camping in Elon, we jumped off the waterfall into the pool below. Cool.
Wow, that sounds refreshing. 感觉上非常凉爽的感觉哈。所以在这边的话呢，他就说了 I was thinking the same thing. 我也是有同样的想法哎。Also， 此外呢 ，there are some nice trails. Trail 指的是那种山间的小路或任何的一些小径，可以去走。And waterfalls near the cabins， 也就是说，在这个小木屋的附近的话呢，除了有小径可以让你去散散步之外，而且还有瀑布可以看哦，感觉景色很美。
Okay, that's it for this part of the program. Let's take a break. Okay, welcome back. Let's continue and finish our dialogue between Jason and Nina. Jason says, these photos look really nice. Remember, we talked about sounds nice and looks nice, so here we have our proof that we were correct because he has photos or pictures. Do you think the budget will cover it? Important question. Budget is your money plan to do something. Cover means to have enough. So the company probably allows a certain amount of money, and that is the budget. And Jason is, I don't think he's worried, but he's concerned and should be. Do they have enough money to rent these small cabins and take everybody up there for a retreat?
Yeah， 所以这边的话 ，Jason 就问了一个很重要的问题，他就说了 ，These photos look really nice 啊，这些照片看起来真的是很不错的地方哎。Do you think the budget will cover it？ 这个地方 budget 老师刚刚解释过，就是预算。当你今天要去做一件事情的时候，你要有足够的钱去做。那在这里的话，你的钱安排多少钱去做这件事，就是你的 budget。如果说今天你讲到说 We are on a tight budget 用 tight T-I-G-H-T 来表达的时候，就代表预算很紧，没有什么钱可以花。在这边他说 ，Do you think the budget will cover it？ 他这个预算能够去处理这些花费吗？能够去足够的去租这些小木屋，让大家可以上去好好享受这趟员工之旅吗？所以 Jason 提出了这样的重要问题。
And Nina answers his question. I checked prices. When I saw the place, I looked to find out how much they cost. I checked prices, and it's about the same as the hotel we booked last year, which means they spent money by going to a hotel last year. That amount of money is about the same as if they go into the mountains to a retreat and rent these small cabins. It's almost the same price. Plus, there's more. I saw a note about group discounts on the website. So now we know that Nina used her computer. She went to websites looking for places to stay for an annual business vacation. And the place that she was happy with in the mountains, the retreat, offers group discounts. So if you have a lot of people going, then this retreat can rent several cabins and rent them a little more cheaply than if it's just one family in one cabin.
的确是这样子，没有错哈。所以在这边的话，Nina 查价非常非常的认真，她就说了 ，I checked prices， 好，我有去查过价了 ，and it's about the same as the hotel we booked last year。好，这个价格呢，跟我们去年员工旅游住的这个 hotel 住的这个饭店价钱差不多，所以就算在这个 budget 方面，如果说今天比较去年的话，应该是可行的。Plus, I saw a note about group discounts on the website. 而且啊，还有哦，好 ，plus 就是一个 in addition， 此外，好 ，moreover 这种感觉。I saw a note about group discounts on the website。我在他们的网站上还看到说，如果你是全体的这个员工，好，比方说是公司团体的话去的话，还有折扣诶。Discount 就是指折扣的意思，往往后面会搭配着 on 什么东西、商品或者是服务的内容。
Jason says, "That's great." He's really happy with the news that Nina is giving him. I'll give them a call right away to see what I can organize. I'll give them a call. I'll call them. This usually means by telephone. Right away, right now, to find out what I can organize. How many people do we expect to go? How many people can we put in each cabin? Details of the plan to stay in the mountain retreat. Thanks for the recommendation. Now he's, of course, talking to Nina and thanking her because she did this extra work of finding the place and found a lot of information that is very useful for Jason to plan an annual company retreat.
好 ，OK， 在这地方呢 ，Jason 就讲说 ，That's great， 太棒了，谢谢你这么多丰富的资讯，对不对 ？I'll give them a call right away， 我马上就打电话跟他们联系 ，to see what I can organize， 看怎么样能够去安排我们这场员工旅游，好，怎么样，多少人住什么地方啦，等等，老师刚刚都有解释。Thanks for the recommendation， 好，这么真的很谢谢你，好，给我这样子好的建议。Recommendation 这个字呢是来自于 recommend。推荐这个字的动词，动词呢加上 ation recommend recommendation 就会从动词 recommend 变成了名词 recommendation。
Well, Nina says no problem. This is a very friendly way to say don't mention it, you're welcome, and so on. Usually this is between friends, though. Glad that I could help. I am glad, I'm happy that the work that I did helps you. That makes me happy.
没错，在这边的话就讲到说啊，好高兴哦，好，这个没问题的，小意思，这没什么的。No problem， 往往是朋友之间，人家讲说帮了忙了，很谢谢你啊，哎，没事，没事，好，很多时候都这样。Glad that I could help， 能帮上忙，我也很开心啊。
By the way, if you go to Australia, they don't say no problem. They say no worries. W-O-R-R-Y, worry is to be nervous and anxious about something. No, plural, worries, W-O-R-R-I-E-S, no worries, they'll say. You won't hear Americans say that, so if you hear no worries, that person's an Australian.
没错，因为我自己的表弟呢，他在布里斯班，他小时候也是在澳洲长大的，他就常常把 no worries 放在嘴巴上面一直讲哈，就是不用客气，没问题的这样子 ，no problem, no worries。有时候你可以从这样的回答听到对方大概是背景是什么。
Jason continues, I haven't been to the mountains in quite a while. In quite a while is in a long time, certainly not a short time. I'm getting excited about the trip. The more she shows him pictures and they discuss where to stay, he's very happy now that Nina could help him, and we can say he's sold on her idea. He accepts her idea.
没错，当你说 he is sold， 这就是代表他有被卖了什么东西，其实就是他接受了 Nina 的想法。所以这边他就讲到说，哇，我好久没有去山上玩了，好 ，I'm getting excited about the trip。现在连我自己都觉得开始兴奋了起来。
Me too, says Nina. Who doesn't like a vacation? I hope we can get a good deal. I hope it won't be very expensive, not much more expensive than the hotel they went to last year, and some nice weather. Of course, if you're going to the mountains or the beach or the woods or a waterfall, you want some nice sunny weather, no typhoon, clear skies, then you can see all the stars at night. So that's nice weather. The opposite is bad weather.
没错，所以这边的话要去的话呢，我们真的很希望，第一个住的房呢，真的能拿到很好的折扣，价钱很漂亮。此外呢，天气一定要好。
Okay, I think we're ready for our review. And the word discount that we mentioned earlier, it occurred to me, this happens in English frequently. Discount can be used as a noun. I'll give you a good discount on your computer. It can be a verb. We are discounting all of our computers this week. And it can be used as an adjective. I went to a discount shop to buy a new coat.
哦，哇哦！所以 discount 这个字有非常非常多不同的词性，它可以是名词 ，I'll give you a discount on something，或者是 discount all the computer，直接接后面的受词，或甚至可以当形容词来使用 discount shop 来表示那种很便宜的那种卖很多很便宜的那种商店，都可以这样使用，词性可以很不同哦。
Okay, well, although it is late in the year, I hope next summer, if you're working, that your company and you have a really good time, because going out with your workmates, the people you work with, in a relaxing environment is a really nice experience. Okay, until the next time we meet, bye-bye.
A company trip. Dialogue B. Jason and Nina meet up again later in the afternoon.
Did you find any good places in the mountains?
I found some great campsites, but they might be a bit tough to get to.
Some people aren't in the best shape, and I don't think everyone wants to stay in a tent.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I found a nice mountain retreat with some small log cabins we could rent.
That looks nice. That way we could still arrange a campfire and people will have warm beds to sleep in.
I was thinking the same thing. Also, there are some nice trails and waterfalls near the cabins.
These photos look really nice. Do you think the budget will cover it?
I checked prices and it's about the same as the hotel we booked last year. Plus, I saw a note about group discounts on the website.
That's great. I'll give them a call right away to see what I can organize. Thanks for the recommendation.
No problem. Glad that I could help.
I haven't been to the mountains in quite a while. I'm getting excited about the trip.
Me too. I hope we can get a good deal and some nice weather.